Hi, I'm Chris White with SCM Blocks and PM Blocks. I'd like to think of myself as sort of a systems expert. So if you ever want to talk about things from a systems perspective, hopefully I'm the guy you come talk to. So what I'd like to do today is to just start with the basics. What is a system? And as you can see, I got a whiteboard behind me. And anytime I want to talk about something complicated or difficult, I like to take it to the whiteboard. So we're going to do some drawing here. I'm going to put a picture up here for you to take a look at and use that to kind of frame this discussion of systems. So let me just get rid of that real fast. All right. So when we talk about systems, a system is a collection of parts or entities that work together through connections, interconnections, or relationships to accomplish some common objective or goal. So if we use that as our definition of a system, you heard me say parts and relations. So I'm going to draw a chart here. On the x-axis is the number of relations, and I'm going to abbreviate that as such. And on the y-axis, we're going to look at the number of parts. And we're going to just do a little quad chart here. So I basically have low and high and low and high. And you can see that kind of draws it into a little quad chart. So what I would talk about is system complexity, and I want to relate that to parts and relations. So in a system that's composed of parts and relations, if you have very few parts and very few interconnections or relations among those parts, that's going to put you down here, and we're going to call that a simple or low complexity system. You don't have many parts, you don't have many relations among those parts. Now, you've probably seen mathematical formulas that show you the more parts you have, the more options there are for interconnections. And yes, that's true, doesn't always play out. So there are these other options here. So at the low end, you have not many parts, not many relations. At the high end, we're going to call this high complexity. You have a lot of parts and also a lot of relations among those parts. In these other areas, we're just going to call medium. So I've got a lot of parts, but not much relations. They're rather independent. That's up here. So low relation, not many relations, high number of parts. And over here, not many parts, but a lot of interaction among those parts. So you can kind of see that we sort of have this arrow or this direction from low to high complexity. And we're going to use that as a starting point for the next episode. Why do we even care about system complexity? So stick around for the next episode and you'll see.